you're a lawyer, paralegal, law student, or other legal professional, you've probably heard some variation of the following question. Is the legal market oversaturated? Now, I'm not even really sure what that question is asking. Is it talking about the legal services market, as in the services people provide? Is that oversaturated? Is it the job market? Is it the amount of lawyers? I just kind of want to get to the bottom of this. So A, I have a good answer when people ask me this, and B, I can see if it's bullshit when people say the job market is oversaturated or the legal market is oversaturated. So today we're going to do three things. One, we're going to define what legal market oversaturation, tongue twister, we're just going to find out what that is. Number two, we're going to determine if the legal market is in fact oversaturated once we determine what that even means. And number three, we're going to talk about some implications for the future. If you're a law student thinking about going to law school, if you're a current lawyer looking to lateral into a company, if you're a lawyer looking to retire, what does this all mean? All right, so let's get right into it. The first thing I want to do is just do a quick Google search. What is legal market oversaturation? Let's see if we can get a good definition. I guess we might have to come up with our own definition here. Investopedia, I trust that. Market saturation arises when the volume of a product or service in a marketplace has been maximized. Another good definition I found online is from the Corporate Finance Institute. It pretty much just says market saturation is achieved when the supply is greater than the demand. So thus far we have two definitions. Both essentially say the same thing. Market saturation is when the product supply exceeds the product demand. Now, key word in those is that they're talking about products. So I'm not really too sure if this applies to job markets. I think traditionally it would not. However, since we're talking about lawyers here, what is the product they offer? It's legal services. I think in establishing a crude definition and trying to get to the bottom of this, I think we can go ahead and substitute lawyer for legal services. I think the product is kind of interchangeable because at the end of the day, the only people that can practice law or give out legal services are lawyers. All right, we started with market saturation equals supply greater than demand. For lawyers, let's say legal market saturation equals supply of lawyers greater than demand of lawyers. And I think if we let the market, the job market, decide for lawyers, we can equate the demand for lawyers with the current employment and the supply of lawyers with the current number of lawyers in the United States. Legal market oversaturation then is going to be when the amount of lawyers in the United States exceed the demand for lawyers in the United States. Now that we have our definition of legal market oversaturation, we can move on to finding out if the legal market is indeed oversaturated. All right, so after a quick Google search, here's what I found. I found the ABA legal profile. The ABA is the American Bar Association. Quick glance here, we see that there are more than 1.3 million lawyers in the United States. As of January 1st, 2023, there were 1,331,290 active lawyers. So in our legal market oversaturation definition equation thing, let's go ahead and swap out the supply with 1,331,290 lawyers. All right, so as I said earlier, we're gonna go ahead and let the market decide, the job market decide, that is the demand of lawyers, which is going to equal, for our purposes, the total employment of lawyers in the United States. So I went over to the Bureau of Labor Statistics.gov, which is a government website, shows all the labor data for various professions in the United States. This is what it says for lawyers, that in 2022 is 826,300. So I went ahead and searched for other traditional lawyer type jobs: arbitrators, mediators, and conciliators. I've actually never heard that word. And also judges and hearing officers. So adding all those numbers up as equivalent to our demand, our employment rates for lawyers, lawyer type jobs, we get 878,200 lawyers. Because we said legal market oversaturation is going to occur at the point when the total amount of lawyers exceeds the job availability for lawyers or the employment rate for lawyers, I guess the legal market is oversaturated. So looking at the numbers, 1,331,290 lawyers are currently in the United States past the bar, just existing as lawyers, and only 878,200 of those are employed either as lawyers or in other legal professions such as mediators or judges. So people of Reddit, Quora, other forums on the internet, I guess you're right. From our makeshift definition of legal market oversaturation, it seems like the legal market is oversaturated. There are more lawyers than jobs out there. Let's go ahead and look into the future implications of this. Is this going to be like this forever? Maybe you shouldn't abandon hope of going to law school, and maybe you shouldn't give up hope if you're a current law student or a current lawyer. So just like with everything else, let's go ahead and get into some numbers about the projections of lawyer growth. Obviously, we can see from here, it's been growing tremendously since the year 1900. From 2022 to 2032 is 8%. Let's go over here to the ABA Standard 509 report. Every accredited law school, which is ABA approved, are required to post these statistics. And we can see that 1L enrollment for 2021, which is my graduating class, was 42,718. So if we multiply that by 10, that's going to be over 400,000 lawyers. And we can obviously see there's only going to be 62,000 jobs available. Now, granted, 2021 was kind of a crazy year for 1L enrollment because of COVID. It was tough to get a job then. So people, myself included, fled to law school for a more quote-unquote safe profession. Now, I don't want to get too into the weeds here, but there is something on the horizon that people have been talking about, which is the baby boomer generation, which is a huge generation of people that have been driving the workforce for the past few decades. They're all hitting retirement age. So you can see here in this Forbes article, it says, as boomers retire, younger workers will have more job opportunities to choose from. So while the numbers may seem a little daunting, and yes, the legal market is technically oversaturated, don't give up hope just yet. It really depends on your market, the practice area you want to go into, the year you're entering, if older people are retiring. I mean, there's just so many factors. I think if you really want to be a lawyer and you can go to school without taking out $200,000 worth of loans, go ahead and do it. I think it'll be worth it. It's a great profession. It gives you the chance to kind of be your own business at the same time while working with other people, helping clients to fulfill their needs. Obviously, if you really want to be a certain type of lawyer and have been passionate for a long time, go for it. But it is a big life decision. It can be expensive, and you should weigh all your options carefully. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, I just launched a new website and I am selling the complete guide to law school. I wrote all my thoughts, all my tips and tricks in a 19-page PDF. You can go check it out at tipsforlawschool.com. Download it, it's $50. You get unlimited access to our community where I'll answer your questions in a group me, so you don't have to search Reddit anymore for ambiguous answers. And you'll also get a spot in our 1-hour masterclass. I'm just gonna quickly run through the PDF and then also answer you guys' questions on a Zoom conference. So thanks for watching the video. See ya.